don't know if that's reconnected into the same one. Good evening, Unsated. Saying no data right now, and it didn't come up on that one. Has it started as a separate one? Because it is saying I'm live. Bear with me. It's put as a separate one. What's going on? I'll just refresh. I'm on live. What? I'm live on 2 different streams right now. What's going on? Right, I've just gone back to my dashboard. Let's not forget to do that. Right, okay, now it's one stream. It's sorted it out. It had a bit of a hissy fit there. Bear with me. Right, I think everything's working as intended. Let me know. Also going to do this because I'm going to start doing this all the time. 30-minute timer, yeah. Hang on, I'm going to have to... give right, everything should be back up to how it should be now. I don't know why I can't. I'll change this to live chat. Right, I think everything's working as intended now. I need to be paying attention to my milestone run. Hello, Bert Miguel, I believe. Thank you. I'm glad that you managed to catch my stream. I am going to try and stream more often, but I can't always guarantee it. But my content is definitely going to be continuing to come out regardless of whether I can stream or not. Gonna close that so I don't take us up as much bandwidth with that, and also remember to do that. So I'm just doing a tier 18 milestone run, just trying out a theory, and then we'll do our tournaments. I don't know whether to do like all 3 tournaments in one go, or do these outside 2 and then do the main one after. Tempted to just do the outside 2 whilst they're available to do it. I still haven't managed to. In fact, yeah, I'll start sorting this one out. Berto works. I need to change that YouTube handle so it's easy. It's fine. I like trying to pronounce things. It's like one of the good things about streaming. You can try and pronounce random names. Right, so I do have quite a few chances this time actually. So let's see if I can pull it. This is where I pull it and click reroll. Getting a few epics, but not what I want. Come on. We want death abs. Bond damage didn't help as much as I thought it would last time. Fence. Hey Conrad, how you doing? Lab 9. Land. Shockwave. Damn, son. We'll keep the defense abs for now. Right, so don't have the money to upgrade those. I need to use the nuke because it's the second buff guy. As much as I didn't want to use my nuke that early, I didn't really have much choice, unfortunately. But then still having an issue. Just my mic. It always says when I first start streaming my microphone's not working, but it definitely is. I can see it's working. Yes, I think we'll just do the tournaments as soon as the accounts can do it. I think that's the best way of doing this. Death Ray resistance, that's fine. I'm not using Death Ray right now. Just gonna go with defense abs for this one. It's pretty simple. I know you can't see what I'm clicking on my baby HP tower, but it's fine. I mean, I could always hide myself if you want. That works. If you really want to see what I'm clicking on. I was feeling better, but as you can tell by my voice is going a little bit. But I actually feel better today, at least. It's just my voice. How are you doing anyway, Synapse? Is it Synapse or Synapse? I suppose that just depends on your accent, where you're from, how it's pronounced. Anyway, doing well. Meant to skip Tawny today, since I won't stay in champs anyway, but my bracket seems soft and I'm tempted. I would say never skip. I understand the whole, if you don't, like, if you, like, I understand why you want to skip because of the way that the brackets fall, but I'd say don't worry about it really. Suppose I can do this. I need to move, as much as I don't like Ugphone for things like this, like seriously Ugphone, it's been having problems today, 500 millisecond ping. I am tempted to move over to it just because of the way that it's a bit more versatile on my screen compared to LD Cloud. Come on, I do not need a 7,000 millisecond ping in a tournament. I forgot to restart it as well, actually. Yeah, so what I was saying is, like, I can understand wanting to skip so that you go down and get, like, the first reward, but I feel like it's always good to just test your build, see how it's doing. Can we get... I'm getting tempted to restart the Cloud phone because that's a ridiculous ping. I hope that's not lagged out my stream itself as well. I am using a lot more bandwidth for my stream. It told me to use more, so I thought I'll try it. In fact, I'll just double check. If I go into my go live on the YouTube site, it actually tells me the stream's health. Yes, excellent connection. There's not been any analytics, any issues. Stream health, that's it. Yeah, all excellent. Stream's healthy. Perfect. And right, so now we're hitting my actual health, which is where we can start having a few problems. The thing, I got a bad run this time, to be fair. I got the one freaking fleet enemy that I can't actually deal with. I love the whole having 3 health. Always fun to get that. I'm okay for now, but... Oh yeah, I've just realised why I'm having the issues. I'm an idiot. I forgot that I need to move over and start clicking on those. It's not my normal farming run. Which one have I got this time? Come on, be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice. Okay. Where's the fleet enemy? Fleet enemy spawns at 145. The game legit just completely forgot to spawn a fleet. I shouldn't complain, but it legit completely forgot. Because it's supposed to spawn 95, 145, 195. Hey Unsated. Hey Unsainted. I did see you say hello before my stream went a little bit weird. Yeah, I'm not going to do that well this time around, am I? Yeah, so usually you get 600-700 waves, while everyone below 900, 1000 demotes. I don't really see a reason to not farm it instead. I mean, I guess it makes sense, because that time can be spent better elsewhere. If you know you're not going to be able to even stay. But if you've got a soft bracket, if you can stay, I guess it's worth running. I always just ran for the sake of it, but I get where you're coming from. Right. I'm doing okay. I don't know what's going on. Did I just not see the fleet at 145, but it was there? I am so confused by what's going on right now. Also, I tried a thing, and because someone asked why do I not have my range increased to have my orbs going through the center of my black holes, and I've increased it, and this is the issue here. It's got that little bit where if I have an enemy sat in that little area, they're going to be able to do more damage. I saw it pop up as I stopped the stream, and then when I started the other stream, it seemed to start in a different stream and then bring it back together, and it went all weird. But so it's not actually on my chat here because I can see the chat live, so it's not showing up here, but it did show up on the previous one. I keep going to say unsatiated rather than unsainted. Apologies. Just my brain reads it as unsatiated for some reason. I don't even know. So I've used nuke, but I've not used anything else yet, so that's not so bad. I still got my second wind nuke. I do not like it when scatters appear. Scatters are still the bane of my build. That's probably going to rip down, it's going to kill me. I think that scatter is going to use my second wind up. Both. Yeah, so my main account is going to be on Legends. I'm not running Legends just yet. I'm just doing a tier 18 farming run. I wish I could farm tier 18. Tier 18 milestone run first, because I basically did a milestone run before the stream, and I ended up, yeah, there you go, my second wind's popped. I ended up getting like the best I've ever got. I think I'm gonna have to also use, oh my god, I'm not even gonna use it, I'm just gonna die. Fuck it. That was just an awful one. I even changed things up to try and survive a bit longer. So I'm gonna remember to fix that actually. No, what we're wanting is, so I still think it's best to do this. I'm gonna do this whilst I remember. I'm gonna actually change these ones round, see if I actually start doing a bit better. So that's annoying because literally before I'd change things around to do a little bit better, I actually got 2, 4, 5 waves. So I thought I might pull it off this time, but unfortunately not. Managed to gold box lab speed, so now we're on coin discount. See how that goes. Right, so let's see how we do in our Legends tournament. I haven't even looked at the battle conditions. Oh, I'm going down a bracket, guaranteed. Just nearly doubled my waves in tier 10. PBH. Permanent black hole, yeah. I forgot. Yeah, it does so much for you when you've got that damage reduction from it. It's amazing. Are you planning to increase black hole size or reducing range again? I'm thinking of increasing my black hole size because I feel like farming-wise, it's going to be better to have those orbs in the center. However, for now, thank you for reminding me, especially considering I'm about to run my tournament, I'll just knock it back down until I can increase my black hole size. It costs 102 to get 2 meters, and I'd rather clear this. Not that. Oh no, yeah, I've got duration on here. That's fine. I was mistaken. I was thinking something else. Ignore me. Yeah, so I just need to figure out how many meters I need to cover up that gap, and then I can put it back on. At least it's just a slider, right? You can just change it. It's not even a slider, it's a clicky button, but still. Yeah, everything's right for that. And then... So, I didn't finish looking through them, I just saw awfulness. I could have probably got a little bit higher, but probably not. Should I run again, actually? There's no rush. I'll do another tournament at a later date. Or I run everything, I'm just gonna... Back, yeah. Just spending a few levels, increasing a couple of things. It's not the most efficient. I'm just increasing these a little bit, and then I'm going to save. Right, so we'll do that. So armored enemies, so that's going to be a bit of an annoyance as well. Tank ultimate, I love tank ultimate, it's amazing. So the only two that kind of screw me over here is armored enemies and thorn resistance. But then my chain lightning kind of deals with the armored part, so it's not so bad. I may stay in, but I doubt it. We'll see. And I just pressed return rather than battle. So we'll see how this goes. And we wait just a moment. Oh yeah, it's easy tier. I can just click that to get rid of it now. Not tier 18. Tier 18, you have to use that before black hole comes up. Otherwise you're screwed. And lose your wall, and then it just basically is an end of a run from the get-go. Tier 19 will be even worse, I know that. Heads ups. The reason I'm investing in my enemy attack level skips from the get-go on Legends as well is because I want to try and knock this to the point where it gets to 50% because I can get up to 54% now. You're on your all-time high on tier 15 farming. Would have joined you otherwise. That's understandable. It would have been cool to... I might do that. If I know in advance that I'm going to be streaming, I'll tell people, like, the time... Because I'll join at the beginning of the stream, or during the stream. So I'll get my bracket then. And then people can actually join into the same bracket as me. I wish I could farm tier 14. Honestly, I wish I could farm tier 14. Unfortunately, I don't think I have one here right now. No, I can't even pull up that. Now we'll be fine. Right, so do I have a tier 14 run left? Yeah, so this was my tier 14 run. Yes, cells, pretty amazing in comparison. Like over half the cells at that point at 4,500. But that was using the flame bot? Yeah, the flame bot, rather than using my golden bot. So it's not worth running tier 14 just yet. But that being said, I am actually looking forward to seeing how well I do this tournament, even with the bad battle condition, because I reduced my cooldown on my Death Wave and my Golden Tower. Golden Tower is not so important, it's the Death Wave reduction, so my health should go up much quicker. In theory. And this stream's not going to last as long as the last tournament stream that I did, because we're in Legends. I know I've not managed to run my gold one yet. I'm actually doing really well on this farming run, but it looks like I've got some good perks. Let's have a quick look. Let's have a look at our perks. Yeah, so we've got the minus, which I always love getting that. And then we've got boss health minus, which is what we want. This one's completely pointless, don't get me wrong. For this build, yeah, we've got chain lightning times 2 damage as well. The reason that I like seeing this is just because it reduces our health. Hopefully I can get the other one as well. That would be hilarious. In fact, whilst this one's running like this anyway, just clicking a few things. So I'm just going to buy another card. Still do not have our Berserker, but we're now 1, 2, 3, 4 level 6. Like, I feel like I'm going to get them to rank 7 and still not be there with Berserker. I don't know what's going on with that account. Berserker's not happening. Oh yeah, I know it's fairly quiet in comparison to my voice, but it's deliberate. I think it's actually a little bit louder today. I was tweaking around with a couple of things. But like, what do people think of my background music? Because I watch a lot of streams and they've got like AI generated background music and that, but I just prefer this. Like, it's a bit more chill in my opinion. Some of it's weird. It's lo-fi basically. I usually have on in the background. You'd recommend me getting Intrasprint Plus at some point. It's a good quality of life to have. I am thinking of getting it. The thing is, I'm not at the point where I can do the mastery labs. I'm almost there, but I'm not really at the point where I can do them just yet. That being said, it's not equipped right now. I literally just got the Wave Accelerator, so that's a nice quality of life. I decided to get this one first. I know Intrasprint also is going to increase my farming runs. The biggest downside to Intrasprint for me is, well, it costs a little bit more for one, but right now I need to be getting my bonus from Deathwave health at the beginning of my runs. So if I'm skipping a load at the beginning, that's an issue. I mean, as long as I get up to 12.5, it's not so much of an issue, to be fair, but it's got the potential of being an issue, basically. So what I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to, with my stones for now, I'm going to start unlocking all the mastery cards that I want, and then I might move into quality of life, or finishing off my ultimate weapons to where I kind of want them to be sat. I feel like my econ is kind of getting to a point where it's really good. Like, I'm earning 30 trillion per farm run, I believe. Let's have a quick look. 32 trillion an hour for farming runs now. So that's a really nice increase. I know obviously that's still not where I want to be, but it's more stones into ultimate weapons at the moment is quite expensive. Good afternoon, Gail. How are you doing today? This is still doing nothing. I want to get my enemy attack level skips to yeah, sorry. I want to get my attack level skips to the point where it's like 50% at the start of the run. And then I'll start working on mastery labs, I think. I'm doing well. I know my voice is really bad right now, but I'm actually getting over the cold. Like, I feel so much better. Just my voice is gone. It's a problem when you've got to work, like, basically my phone, yeah, my job, I'm on the phones all day, so with a cold, being on the phones all day. Yeah, I said that one right. With a cold, being on the phones all day just completely destroys your voice. I have a tissue down here, by the way. Just if you see me wiping my thumb. Still got the sniffles as well, like, apologies if you hear me sniffling. Still only getting to wave 60. I did Deathify there as I died as well from the looks of that. Trying to move this into a blender build now, but it's not really. made it yet. So I'm investing in like damage tree, but it's more for like the multi-shot and everything. It's not the actual like damage itself. It's just the crowd control that I'm working on. I'm also trying to max out these two here, the knockback chance and the shock frequency. Just trying to get as much crowd control as I can. There we go. The glass cannons research? Well, I'm glad you asked. So, well, it's researching not. Oops. Oops. Lab speed, crit factor, and damage at the moment. I know why it's researching nothing right now. So, it's my swamp stun chance must have ended whilst I didn't have enough to research the next level. Why is it not all sped up as well? It should all be on. I'll put it to 1.5. I think I did have that on too, which is probably why everything ran out. Right, there we go. Just doing my upgrades for everything on my baby EHP tower. Not that you can see that for me, but it is literally just like my back chances and things, and then just into defense abs after that. There we go. Didn't get as high as I wanted, but still managed to get the milestone, so that's a few more gems. Oh, I'm 3 short. Right, I'm just gonna have to buy the cards separately, that's fine. And then go from there. So let's have a quick look, see if we can pull it off. Come on, Berserker. Come on. Level 4 on extra orb and still no Berserker card. It's funny that. It's the best way to explain it. It's just funny at this point. Right, there we go. So Thorn resistance doesn't matter for us. Death Ray resistance. Actually, though, good save there for me. Change into our damage build. Oh, one thing that actually happened, which is great for when I decide to change over my build a bit. I got us on damage there. I was just flicking between the wrong things. I do need to max these out first, just for the stun, and then obviously death defying. So my main did get something amazing today. We got Ancestral Project funding. So that's a great drop. Not what I wanted, obviously, but it's a great drop. I almost just pressed my nuke for no reason. It actually makes me more tempted to try running a damage build on days like this, because I also managed to pull the cash bonus on it, because that's the most important thing for it. Yeah, it doubled the damage that it gives me, so tempting, but I wouldn't have perma black hole is the downside with that. And that's why I need to get actual perma black hole as well, rather than just relying on perks to get perma black hole. But then do I need perma black hole, right? Because I'll be killing things as soon as they come in range, hopefully. If I wouldn't have perma Chrono Field, it's 5 seconds short as well. I need to stop relying on my perks to perma things, basically. That's what I need to do. We're almost there. We're almost at 50%. I'm just going to click that now, just so that it can be investing in my wall health instead. That's actually a point. Is, yeah, landmines max at least. Something wasn't right there. Oh, it's not that something wasn't right. I completely forgot that I changed up my build. Plasma cannon's no longer in my fence build. Like baby EHP. I think Zeradin finished 3 upgrades mastery and unlocked Berserker mastery. He said that he might as well unlock and research it if he wants to push to 21. I haven't looked at any of Zeradin's content for a while. I do need to check it. It's what actually made me decide to start making my own videos as well. Like that. I mean, I watched a lot of content creators, but he's one of the main reasons I started creating content for the tower. So he's finished 3 upgrades. What do you need 3 upgrade mastery for? Because surely you don't block that many things. I guess for like a min-max build, might as well unlock and research Berserker Mastery. Is Berserker Mastery just more damage? $181st episode. That's insane. Wait. Increases the cap. It doesn't say how much increases. It increases the damage by 500 times. Yeah. I just clicked on the wrong thing there, and I know I did, and that's going to annoy me. Berserker. Oh, so Berserker damage cap is increased for 500 times for 30 seconds, and you increase the time that it's increased. But that's, I'm assuming, only when you die, hence Viking Funeral. Oh, when Death Defy. So whenever you Death Defy. Hell, that could be broken. This middle tower, Death Defies like 25 times a run. Can you actually check on your previous runs? On my farming runs, anyway. Death Defy 3. Okay, not so many that time. I've had times when it's been that insane. 7. Where is it that it usually gets that many Death Defies? I swear to God, I've had like times when it's been that insane. I think it's when I've got Flamebot on. That's when it does it. So I'll check on my my tier 14. That had it on. 6. Okay, yeah, I think I'm delusional. But I swear I've seen times when I've had 20 odd Death Defies. I would say WhatsApp, but I would hit my throat. Hey Otto, how are you doing? Did I? Oh my God. Thank you everyone for telling me that I'm an idiot. I like how no one called me up on that. Like, just completely started up a farming run rather than the actual run that I was supposed to be doing in tournament. Like, I even opened the tournament page, so how did I end up doing a farming run instead? the Black Friday sale is pretty cool. I bought myself 2 of the medium pack. Unfortunately, that's all I could afford for myself. And then I also bought someone else one of the medium pack because they were like QWERTY 1. So they've got their reward already. Just having a look. Right, knockback chance. Rapid fire, bounce shot. And let's go, see if we can get better. Right, there we go, we're at 50%. We're at the point where my level skips are actually going to matter. So yeah, with the Black Friday sale, I got to 100 seconds on my Golden Tower and Death Wave, and I also bought a new mastery. That's good change for me. It's increased my econ by like 15%. Considering how awesome my econ's been lately, that's a really great change. And then obviously I did waste a little bit of it, not gonna sugarcoat it. I wasted it. My golden bot is now up to, I don't think it changed. No, but it did go up because obviously got 1,000. I think it's just a case of it's not gone up in my head. I think it went up 2, just because I did my video update on my tower after the Black Friday sale started, didn't I? I'd have loved to get some of the other packs, but oh yeah, also the reason that I got 2 of the medium rather than 1 of the large is because you get more rewards from 2 mediums compared to 1 large, and it's the same price. So just bear that in mind. It's not much difference, but you get a little bit extra. I think it's like 50 extra stones, and again 50 extra gems. I'm getting 2 mediums over 1 large. And then one thing that I didn't like about the way they did it, I understand it, but I don't like it, is they put a small pack in, but only for buying in-game. Like, you can't buy the small pack out of game to get those extra gems. In my opinion, you should be allowed to get those extra gems. Right, and then back up to... Oops. How's my wall down? Yeah, my wall's fine. Yeah, I was really thinking of getting Second Wind Mastery for the increase in like health regen, but it's only 1.9. So with my wall having like 200% regen, it's not going to be enough to keep me alive if my wall can be destroyed, is the way that I see it. So I decided to go with Wave Accelerator instead, because that increases cell income as well as coin income. So it's a nice all-rounded increase. I also need to look at getting orb as well, like the orb increase. Mastery, that's the one, because that increases econ as well, doesn't it? How expensive is it though? I don't use the extra orb cards at the moment, but 750 and increases coins, so I would use the extra orbs at that point. Like, it's worth an extra card slot as well, and I think that's what I'll save up. In fact, yeah, there's actually a card slot I can put that in, so I think that's the next one I'll go for, is the orbs, extra orbs card, for that extra increase on econ from my orbs, as my orbs are the main way of killing things. Yeah, so the way that the second wind mastery works is increases the regen by 1.9 for 400 waves. So it comes back every 400 waves due to the lab recharge. So basically it'd be a permanent buff. The problem I see is if they're getting through my wall, then unless my wall comes back up after my second wind, it's completely pointless. So I need to find a way to get my wall to rebuild faster. But I don't think there is. So I get about a lot of investment to make the extra orbs plus viable, but actually I don't really, because I don't kill enemies with damage because of my HP. Everything pretty much dies to my orbs, so everything gets that increase. And I know why you're saying extra orbs does better above tier 14. Right, I'm gonna have to actually click on my wall increase. I know my wall's gone, but I'm actually gonna have to look at it doing that now. But when it comes back up, because it'll come back up before a day. Yeah, so there's a lab for increasing or decreasing the wall rebuild time, isn't it? So I'll have to do that lab. And that's the only way that I feel like second wind would actually become useful for me. But yeah, so I know you're saying that it works well above tier 14 because from tier 14 orbs only do a % damage rather than killing everything off. And that's better because percentage damage still applies inside protectors. Just like smaller amount, whereas if the enemy is inside the protector at tier 13, it takes no damage because it's a kill and it ignores insta kills. So I know why it is, don't get me wrong. I was just figuring it would be useful for me because everything gets killed by the orbs. Just clicked the wrong thing, so that messed that run up on there. But I'll probably get Intro Sprint Plus first before that, to be fair, because that's going to increase my farming runs. In theory, I feel like I may run into some issues with Intro Sprint Plus because of the way my build works. For now, it will be fixable, but for now it'll be issues. Just knock back in shot frequency, and that's fine. So we'll increase these chances, and that, and that. There we go. In fact, we'll sit here and max that out first. My wall just went down straight away, didn't it? It's just because the wall thorns have like next to no damage. That's the point. I don't even have Coin Plus right now, do I? I completely forgot that. Do I have? I don't think I do. Do I? Did I? Did I get it? But to be fair, it is more expensive. It's like 1,250. Yeah, that is clearly where I should be with investing. Whoops. Me being getting all these and forgot that I don't even have points. It's not even funny, but it is funny at the same time. Right, so that's max now, which is awesome. Yeah, you gotta get them all anyway, but the main reason I go for the cheaper ones is because it's like less time between buying them. But yeah, I just gotta figure out what's worth getting. I feel like Intro Sprint again is better to get before Coin Mastery because it gets you to the sell income quicker, and I'm honestly wanting to push my sell income more anyway. I literally have nothing to click on at this point, though. That's the problem, so that's why I click on more health. In fact, max out my damage. I think the reason that I don't struggle too much in Legends, even though it's Thorns, is because, like, Thorn resistant battle condition, is because it's low waves count that I go anyway, so it's at what, 56% of the normal damage? That's not too bad, really. I thought I was about to die there. There's certain enemies that screw me over, but generally I'm not so bad. The thing is as well, like, I'm not buying stone packs anymore. It's a decision I made. The only reason I bought the Black Friday pack is because it's Black Friday at the end of the day. It's a special one, so they're probably the only ones that I'm going to actually buy going forward. So my stone income is going to slow down. But then I'm also already at Legends for stones, so that's not so bad. But as soon as I know, see, it's my choice. It may not be the most efficient, but it's my choice. So my plan, and that's a plan without an A, so it's really a plun. Sorry, that's kind of an inside joke. I think I'm going to pop my second wind because of what I just did there. I should always pause when I go in here. But basically, once I've maxed my golden bot out, I'm going to no longer invest in my bots. I'm basically going to buy things up here from events and stockpile as well. And that'll hopefully help my progress. I haven't died yet, but I feel like because these guys are just chipping at my tower, I'm going to have an issue soon. Why are those three just sat there? That was weird. They should not have been sat there. My damage tower is still going strong, which is good. There we go. My wall health is maxed out now. So I have literally nothing to spend on other than enemy health level skips, which do nothing for me. We've hit 300 waves, which is really not that bad. It's really the tank. Like, once the tanks start hitting my tower and doing chip damage, that's where I'm struggling, like, potentially going to die at this point. Bosses aren't a problem. At least it's at the point where I'm getting a few extra skips. Now, what damage am I down to? 54. Again, not too bad. the biggest problem I have with Nuke for like trying to extend my run is it doesn't work against scatters. I feel like that needs reworking. My max score in Legend, I actually don't need to go out of the game to check that one. The best I've got is 312. So we're actually about to beat my best. And it's on a day with bad battle conditions for me. There we go. My best score is 313. I thought maybe I'm definitely gonna have to start using Nuke just because of the amount of like chip damage that happens when they get pushed in. Yeah, thank you. New personal best, which is awesome. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that's my best. That's what I've got them written down as my best. I'll go back through a few of them, but we'll see. In fact, ignore me. I was just looking at the wrong. I just realised that said gold. 433 is my personal best. I read the wrong thing. Apologies. I was thinking, is that right? The 312 is baby glass cannon. I need to learn to read. This is going to be an interesting one. Am I going to have to nuke? No, I'm good. I don't know why some of these guys are getting stuck against my tower when they're in a black hole. Didn't get enough 5 there. Oh well. New highest wave on my milestone runs on my... The thing is, what's weird, right, on my baby HP tower is that is a milestone run, but it's also like one of the best farming runs I can be doing right now. As backward as that is. I probably should take this off. I don't think it helps me much having more enemy spawning. So 433 is where we need to get to, ideally. Can't believe I made that mistake. I was like, hang on, that says gold. And I was like, I've opened up the wrong spreadsheet. Basically, right, I'd used this, because I have like everything written down on here. So I clicked on this tab, which says gold 312, and I didn't think anything of the fact that it said gold. Because I'm a nugget. Right. Did you say shield saving me again, which is awesome. one plus side to doing the tournaments, it gets me the energy shields that I don't usually get on my farming runs. Because on my farming runs, it basically just dies at the same time as me. So I probably shouldn't even have that in. I don't have that in on my farming runs, actually. I was like, I shouldn't, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know why I call it a spreadsheet, but yeah, it's nice just to have it written there. Like, it's literally everything. The reason I have that is basically that's what I go off when I do an update video. I basically update it to the last week. So it's always there on hand. Just helps. It's also good to look at so I can see throughout the week what I've actually improved and like just see my progress in general. It's also why I do the videos, so that I can actually see my progress every week. Because sometimes I feel like I'm not making any progress. Hey, Mebo. Ooh, you almost died there when I was looking at that. I saw that drop down so quickly. Yeah, so I Medoben. I said it perfectly fine last stream. And then I'm like, how do I pronounce it again? Medoben. Yeah, I was just debating what should I use because of the scatter, and then it used my second wind instead. So it took too long. My question is that Ray gonna kill me now? Should I... I'm debating whether to nuke to stop that Ray or whether I can tank it. There we go, I tanked it. I'm going to nuke because I feel like that was potentially going to kill me. So yeah, I'm not going to get 4-3-3, but it's just a case of that's how it goes sometimes. Bad battle conditions for defense build, to be fair. For now. Just debating when I'm going to have to use... I'm going to stop clicking on my enemy health skips, it's not going to help. Should I try and do a damage run after this? That's what I was just thinking. But then it's already been an hour. I didn't think it was going to be this long stream, to be honest. But then I suppose I did do my milestone run before I started into the tournament. This is what I was talking about, death defying a lot. I'm just debating. I'm going to have to be quick on this click, aren't I? I mean, the boss hits seem to be doing enough to wipe me out at this point. Soon. That took off a lot of my health, that one. That one didn't take off as much, but I had an energy shield ready. I kind of want to use my project funding just to see how that's going to go. But I don't think it's good enough just yet. Yeah, I'm just going to have to do that now because the boss hadn't even got to me. At least I still got 400 ways, right? That used to be enough to guarantee you staying in Legends. Once upon a time. That's the thing, right? This is without putting a flame bot on. If I could have flame bot on as well, I would be doing like an extra 40, 50 waves. I think. Sounds about right. I could do a personal best if I put a flame bot. That's the thing, I'm pretty sure that 433 waves was with a flame bot, but I could be wrong. I mean, I'm pretty sure I still have the time so far, so I might try and do a glass cannon run, but I can't promise it's going to do any better whatsoever. There's not much for me to change. I'll have to go through cards, actually. I'll figure out the cards for it. And we'll see how we go. I don't think my glass cannon's going to do much better, but we'll try it. There we go. So 420. How many people haven't run? Oh, I might have a soft bracket here. I might actually have a soft bracket. Not at the point where I can get Kitty's soft bracket, but soft bracket. Doing more waves in tournaments because of Black Friday. True, at least for my bracket. I think generally people are going to be doing a lot more waves because they've had a big jump, especially Wales. Like, Wales have had so much more stones than normal. Let's not die just yet. I'm just quickly paying attention to this just so I can get a little bit extra out of it. Because, again, another new personal best. Might even increase my health regen a little bit, see if that helps. Doesn't look like it's going to help. Well, didn't do too bad there, really. New highest wave. So, yeah, working on my blender build. It's already starting to come through now. It's great to see. Multi-shot chance. We'll run that. And right, if we can get a card here. Come on. Well, we got a card, like I said, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted my Berserker. Yeah, it's I saw it was posted on the Discord. Hang on. Spartan's Tower server. So right. No, that is right. So it's 5,450 stones, 3,355 gems, and 4,000 medals. But then you've also got your like normal stones as well. That's at least what it says on Spartan server. It should be right, I would have thought. Just quickly doing some. We'll put that about 5. Then multi-shot. Let's try not to accidentally click on things wrong. Just doing my like beginning of run clicks, and then just back up to the fabs, and then right. Let's sort out. So my biggest problem is going to be my G comp. Well, I've got a few problems. I might, in fact, yeah. Let's have a quick look, see if we can get enemy health skips, but I don't know if that's going to be good enough to make it matter. We'll try, we'll just see. We'll try and get that, in fact. Just get a mythic version, at least. I was saving this for something else, but I want to try, see how it goes. Yeah, with stone packs as well. That's what I thought you meant. I figured that's what you were referring to. but then I was not sure. Perfect. Right, so that is actually really good for this. I'm going to use the new. That would be so annoying if I pressed old. Cash bonus. Yeah, I got cash bonus on there already. So equip. Because you've got to have cash bonus on it, right? It's like literally it's what it does. The more cash I have, the more damage I'm going to do. And then we want this one on. Unfortunately, I don't have the last chain lightning bit. And then ACP. I've not got very good stats on my ACP though. I think I'm going to leave this on for the defense at least. And we leave AD on. And then cards. Right, let's make this one into. I've already got damaged Berserker, Demon Mode, enemy balance. What else do I need? Got health regen in. Yeah, it's because it's the one that had locked already. Plasma Cannon, Extra Orb, Second Wind, Attack Speed, Ultimate Crit, Free Ups, Energy Shield. I feel like I don't have cash on though. I need cash in, don't I? What would be better? What can I take out to put in? Should I take orbs off? Don't have orbs on. Do I have orbs on? Yeah, I'll take orbs off for cash. I think that's what I'm just gonna. Slow Aura would be a good one to have in as well. See, this is the problem about damage, right? You need more card slots. You know what? I'll just run it like this. Just see how it goes. It'll either go great or it'll go bad. Recovery package chance. I suppose, yeah, that's doing nothing for me right now, is it? Recovery package chance. Because it's damage, not health. So, oh, actually, that's a point. I don't have crit chance in, though. Crit chance or slow. Which one's better? Do I need crit chance? Don't know if that's useful. Either way, hi, by the way, Mashed Potato Johnson. In fact, I'm just going to quickly do something. I'll be back in a moment. I need a new tissue, basically. So, someone tell me EB off. What's EB? Sorry, I don't know what EB is. Figured it, you meant enemy balance. I thought enemy balance would be good for the actual morph of Chain Lightning to hit. But I can take that off as well. So slow aura and then crit chance as well. Okay, so is there anything else that I need in? Obviously range could be helpful. But I think I'm liking everything that I've got in for now. Obviously, I could put intro sprint in if I had the extra slot, but I don't have the extra card slots in right now. I'm quite limited with 15 card slots. I'm happy with the way this is now. We'll see how it goes. I'll either do really well or I'll do awfully. That's the two extremes. Oh shit, yeah, energy net. I don't have energy net. That is kind of necessary. Shall I take crit chance back out? HP regen? I don't even. Well, I figured that would kind of help save me, maybe, but fine. That gives me the slot for energy net. Right, any more card changes before I run again? Just giving a moment for Everything good? Everything good now? Right, so what did I manage? 400... 420. The 420 is what we've got to try and beat. Should I change over to ACP? Should I put my ACP on, bearing in mind it has bad stats? It does have shockwave frequency and size on Mythic at least. Do you think that would be better than having this? ACP. It would be nice to have module builds. Right. Presets is what I meant. Right, so we'll go with this, see how it goes then. No promises to it doing any better, but it's the best that I've got at the moment. I'll definitely continue. Right, so I guess I'll just click what I can on. Oh shit. I left it locked. I don't think I'm going to get it maxed anyway, to be honest. I don't think at where it's at, I would have got it up to the point where it mattered. Because it's so much lower. Because my EAL, like attack level skip, sorry, is at 400 base. Whereas my health level skip's 280 base. So there's like 120 extra levels to level up. And I didn't max my health that quick on... Why am I doing my defense? I'm so used to clicking in my defense. I'm just going to click this because it always annoys me. I don't like having it there. Not going to lie, my tower looks wrong right now. I'm not used to only having like 2 black holes that don't cover everything, and like having Death Ray on is weird as well. I guess that was something that I could have took out if I had to. Right, so need to go into tier 9 again. Keep increasing. So there we go. My glass cannon is getting close. 312 waves for personal best. I would be happy if I got 479. I'm not going to click into these. I have them unlocked just because, but I'm just going to max my super crit and then leave that as. I won't put any more into that actually. It'll max out by itself. What's the... I was just confused by it, that's fine. It's nice to see the nice increases from it now, because beforehand, like before I got up to Ancestral, I hadn't really seen much change. Like I saw it change, but it didn't change this quickly. It's nice to see the damage numbers going up from having cash. I think it's at the point where I can just leave that to max out by itself actually. So now I'll just sit on my cash and see how it goes. I think before trying this, like well, obviously I didn't have the project funding at Ancestral even. I can see where I might have a bit of a problem, right? Because I do not have perma field. I'm like 4 seconds short. I kind of need to finish that little gap up and then try changing it up to be a more potential for perma stuff on damage, like hybrid damage, because this is basically hybrid, not full on damage. I'm nowhere near that. But yeah, so I think the best I did was like 3/4 of the waves. So like, for example, 300 waves in this run. So we'll just see how it goes. It'd be nice to see if I can break. I said that I was going to leave it, but I just force a habit. Add the yellow box. So 59 billion damage. I don't know if that's really going to be enough. We'll just watch a chain lightning damage. Or 111Q. So that's the one that really matters, right? Matching. I mean, that's the thing. I'm already like. That's small Q, that's big Q. My damage is not high enough. I don't feel like, anyway. I mean, yes, I haven't procced Berserker, which can times 8 that, I guess, which would catch it up pretty much. I mean, to be fair, I was thinking some things are still getting in range, but they're only getting in range because I'm not firing until something gets in range. I think I'm actually doing okay at the moment. I mean, I've got 50 waves. It's better than nothing. Let's click these on my... In fact, can I max everything? I don't think I can. It helps if I do that. Just thinking. I'm just doing, like, my other 2 towers. Okay, so now we have a new personal best on my glass cannon. My brain, I'm gonna get myself killed. Right, let's set it to there and forget it. I could have had much more cash if I hadn't. Just, especially with having 3 towers, I just like, oh, I need to click this, I need to click that, I need to click that. I need to remember not click anything in my center tower. Not spending your cash is weird for me. I'm used to spending my cash. Right, I'll try and max out these. I'm gonna see. No, I'm happy to test. I was curious myself anyway, because like I just pulled project funding today to Ancestral. It's worth testing, see how I'm gonna do. Just obviously it's gonna take a little while to get through. But what can you do? The main upside I have to going glass cannon or hybrid glass cannon is intro sprint is no longer a detriment. It's like a benefit, really. Other than the fact that you get multiple bosses in a row, I know that can cause problems for glass cannon sometimes. If this does better than my EHP run, then I'll start investing a little bit into damage, I think. I'll start making the move across. But only if it does a bit better. If it doesn't do any better, then I'll just continue with my EHP for now. Oh, actually, that's a good point. Thinking about testing things. Just need to quickly log into a game on my phone whilst this is going. That's an interesting screen. I've never had that before. This is where it loads, but like I've currently got, it's not liking the light. Yeah, completely green screen. It's darker than it looks. Try that again. Stepped out. What are you testing? I'm testing a damage build. So again, I really shouldn't do it. I know. We've basically put on project funding, ImCore, ACP, and then chasing up the cards. How do I manage 3 accounts at once? I don't have a life. No, it's actually not too bad, really. So generally, my main account is busy 8 hours a day, full stop. So I just log on, set the next run to run, done. Set it, forget it. I don't do Orb Devo or anything. I literally just set and forget. My glass cannon tower is now, other than like when I'm paying attention to it, is basically just click click damage whenever I'm there. 2.5 hour runs, not too bad. Almost clicked demon mode there, although no. But yeah, so then my baby tower is what takes up the most time. That's the main thing you've got to consider as well, right? The longer you get into the game, the less there is to do on each account. So it's not too bad managing 3, really. Yeah, Zeradin managing Zeradin. I don't know why I call him Zeradin. There's no A after the R. Manages 6 towers, which is just insane to me. There's no point of having 6 towers unless you're a content creator, which obviously he is. I could potentially go up to 6 at the moment, or 5, but I don't see the need to. To me, it is a case of those bosses are going to be what kills me regardless, looking at that. But yeah, so to me, it's a case of having a health version and a glass cannon version is good enough. The only reason I've got a third one is just to tie in into basically having a I'm just gonna give myself a bit more health regen. Yeah, so it's literally just to tie in for having the beginning of where my tower was when I first started streaming. Doing videos. Yeah, Zerdin definitely does not see grass. I see grass. I have to see grass. I'm currently testing hybrid versus EHP for Tawny, so for the longest time while I've been doing hybrid in Tawny's, but felt scientific today. Yeah, so I generally just don't bother with hybrid damage because it's not been anywhere near as good for me. But there's like 2 different reasons for it, right, for me today. So there is the fact that I got project funding up to Ancestral, but also the battle conditions are so bad for my EHP build, it makes sense trying to do a run for a damage build. Well, you see, I was thinking Perma Black Hole gives me so much, right? But if you're going damage build, Perma Black Hole doesn't matter. If they die before they can get to you, you don't need Black Hole. The only thing is that I'm conscious of is the damage from range might chip. Oh my god, sorry about the sniffles. I should have just muted my mic there, sorry. And the reason, like, I don't know if you saw me, like, faffing on with my cards is because I've never really set my cards up properly for a damage build. People in chat were just helping me out, which is amazing. Thank you guys. Mainly Unsated and Mashed Peter Johnson as well. Big shout out to you guys for helping me with my cards. We'll see how that goes. I need that damage reduction to make it a decent way in my champs. Well, that's the thing. If you're doing, I guess if you're going hybrid, but I've gone like full on damage just to try it out. So I feel like it may be worth trying full on damage and full on EHP. So my normal run, EHP, Perma Black Hole, the damage reduction. My idea for this one is damage reduction is not needed if they can't hit you. And right, so do some spending in here. Knockback chance. How much is there on knockback chance? Oh, right, okay, almost maxed. I did actually do better when I did my run maxing everything out before going into defense absolute, so that's what I'm going to do now. My blender build is actually starting to get better than my normal build, which is awesome. Is it doing any better on... It's bouncing up and down. I know that was just a shorter run. I mean, yeah, it's not optimal with 15 cards, but once I pull the last mod that I need, I will be saving up to get card slots. That'll definitely help. I might try full on damage again someday, but figured I need some damage labs before even that case. Well, that's why I'm doing this, to decide whether I want to start putting some damage labs in rather than just focusing full EHP. 406, that's actually really good. I may have been able to get one more click. I'm currently 4th, which is amazing. If I could finish 4th, but let's have a look. Tier 12, 41 waves. Wait, are we both like literally at the same? We're both at the exact same. So they may do a little bit better than me because they were paying attention. In fact, you know what? In fact, I probably could have spent better. No, actually, there's nothing better to spend there. Or I should say, as reliable as my HP. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. As I said, the main reason I'm just trying this is to see if it's viable on bad days for my EHP. I think, main EHP, but if this can pull better than my EHP right now, then at least I have this for those horrible battle conditions for EHP build. Demon Mode Plus is a good start. That extra damage on 300 waves is pretty huge for if you're not used to it. Yeah, so I mean, I did consider getting it because I'm at 400 cooldown for that, I believe, my Demon Mode as well. So I was thinking of getting the Demon Mode increase as well, because then that's basically, I know it's not the full time whilst it's up, but definitely be a nice increase. My main thing is I want to try and get some keys and start getting some of those nice key things, but I don't want to keep spending money to get there, so they need to release another tournament rather than just telling us that you can run your tournament and pause your farming run. So what about changing your cards over, right? Can you have a like module set up for tournament and a module set up for your farming run as well? Like, what's the crack with that? Are you going to have like builds that you can set up for your tournament, so when you go into like the tournament screen you can change up your tournament build separate to your normal build? My walls just went down, so it's not looking promising, to put it simply. I'm only at wave 180. Do I have perma Poison Swamp, or am I a little bit off? I'm going to wait and pay attention rather than clicking on other things. No, I don't have perma Poison Swamp. That would be a good help as well, if that's not up when the boss comes in. I mean, that boss didn't make it to me, at least. My music just paused, so let's continue with music. Right, so let's see if we can finally make it past 41 waves. Been a while since I've been able to push my wave count on my glass cannon on my milestone runs, so we'll see. I'm going to start moving over to my defense apps, actually. That's just taking forever. Death Defy, land. mean, that's one of the big things as well, actually. So that demon mode plus mastery, because you're only like going, especially near the beginning, you're only going like 400 waves, and that is actually a nice increase. Also, in the landmines increase probably would be better to have it so that I can hit bosses, right? To stun them, to give me a bit more time. Perma, Chronofield, and then Chronofield Plus. Plenty of things that would be helpful for going into damage build, but at the moment we're just focusing on, yeah, I'm not going to be getting 41 waves on my glass cannon still. Okay. I mean, it's definitely prettier on this tower than my defense tower, right? Because this tower has all the chain lightning flying everywhere. Yeah, so to clarify as well, because I just realized you're saying about like managing 3 towers at once. So generally, like, it's only tournaments that I do this, and it's only when I'm streaming. I'll be very surprised if I make it anywhere near my current wave count from the looks of that. Like, I would usually run my tournaments at different times, so I wouldn't have to focus on all 3. It's only because I'm streaming that I'm doing all 3 at the same time. Right, so need a bit of luck here against this boss. Yeah, I'm still nowhere near enough doing damage against the boss. I mean, mind, it's my best choice, isn't it? I was just thinking, like, I feel like this doesn't do as much damage as it's supposed to against the boss. It's meant to be equal to 10% of the wave health. Oh, right, no, so it's that health down there, isn't it? That's why. Just realised what it's meaning. So then, the thing is, right, it does have the knockback force, death defy increase. My other options are debuff from orbs, speed reduction might be helpful, ACP may be a bit better on. In fact, you know what, I might just put ACP on instead for tower. Oops, I haven't clicked on that long. Because it's damage build, I don't need to click. How's Ugphone helpful with having all 3 at the same time? The problem with Ugphone is, like, the idea I think you're talking about, like the multiple managing. It's everyone has to be doing the same thing at the same time at the same ability, right? Like controlling all the devices at the same time. It's not a good idea. So it's good that I can have all 3 of them here. Don't get me wrong, but didn't do as well this time. I wonder why. But yeah, Ugphone, and I mean, having these cloud phones is great for having things running in the background, right? Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with Ugphone, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, like, it's helpful. It doesn't have as many features that I like to use, but actually I'm coming around to it quite well. I'm quite happy with it. I mean, it does help that I get it for free with part of my making videos about it, but we'll see. We'll see if I continue to use it in the future. Probably will. As I said, coming around to it. That was not what I was meant to buy. I was meant to buy the knockback chance. Oh well. I'm buying everything wrong right now. There we go. So now that's just down to damage. I mean, we're 245 waves, so really not bad. I have managed to get one more of these back, because I'm pretty sure I lost one. And just lost another one, so that's fun. I think the biggest issue that I may have with this is the potential of chip damage from the ranged enemies. And as long as they're pulled in my black hole, they can't attack. That one didn't get to me. That wasn't so bad. There we go, got another energy shield back. This will also help with my energy shield thing as well. That's awesome. Right, so we'll just do one click on these, I think. Do not increase range. Click that. No, and then defense abs. I know you can't see what I'm doing on this one, that's kind of why I'm saying. I should really mute my mic when I'm doing that, sorry. There you go. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm actually doing better than I thought I would. But then I guess it is also because I decided to research this on my defense, like my EHP build. The main reason I decided to get the second extra energy shield was for the event quests, because I was getting sick of getting it, and like it takes forever to actually get it done on that build. But as you can see on this build, I'm actually using charges quite a lot more, which is great. Have I just been death-defying on this one? I've not been paying attention to it, but it's like doing better this time. I'm at 20. A little more damage and you're soon rolling above 400 plus consistently. I mean, I'm mainly impressed with the fact that, like, I expected my energy shields to just kind of go, but the fact that I'm actually surviving long enough to get them to recharge, I'm pretty happy with that. That just completed something on this one, didn't it? My energy shield saved me. Right, okay. So, yeah, I'm probably going to be dying soon. Still can't believe. Oh, actually, I can buy one more card. Come on, Berserker. I'm going to get this up to fucking rank 7 before I get Berserker, aren't I? I think this is one of the problems I have with project funding, right? It shows that, like, it looks like it's really nice. It's at like 4.2Q. Amazing from Berserker. But, like, I'm still getting cash, but it's not going up anymore. Well, that's because the cash scaling kind of drops off. Like, it's not as if I'm going up into billions really quickly, am I? So, like, once it gets to 3, there's going to be an increase, like 300. But it just, the longer in your run you go, the slower it increases. So it just feels like it's suddenly not doing much. I don't know, it wasn't even at 3 that it went up. It was just shy of 3 that it went up. So it goes up, but you see it fly up to start off with, and then it just slows down. Makes me want to spend cash more, because it's like it's not doing much, but yeah, it's actually doing quite a lot. Yeah, I don't need HP regen. tempted to do a tier 10 run, but no, I'll just stick with. I need to do some milestone runs and previous milestones from the looks of that. Yeah, I suppose that's one thing. I was thinking like the regen at least helps me out, be a bit more survivability, but yeah, it looks like I'm gonna end like soon, out of energy shields. Like glass cannon build is you die in one hit, right? So the HP regen's not gonna do anything. The question I have is, should I pop demon mode now or risk it? Because when I get hit by that boss, I'm dead. Okay, I survived that boss. Like, when do you hit demon mode with glass cannon build? That's what I don't understand. I should get the energy shield just beforehand, so that's not so bad. You having... Oh, right, yeah, so once your wings go... I forgot about the fact that I have wings. So my wings just went now, and I don't think it even went to a boss. It just popped randomly. So you basically do it once your wings are gone. Like, I should do it now, when this boss appears. I'm assuming that's when I was meant to do it, because that boss would have probably killed me. You know, you've got me curious now, guys. I am tempted to do a milestone run with this damage build to see how it does. But I'll remember to change my locks over. Big tier 18 milestone run with damage, just to see if it can pull anywhere near. Not bad really, right? 332 waves. Killed by a tank. I am tempted to start trying to do this in the background. So, in your guys' opinion, if I was to start to work on some... Oh, perfect. That's just got me an extra bot range. And then I still need a couple hundred. If I was to start on trying to improve my damage build, yeah, I'll just pop this now. That's not a promising start from the looks of that. Things are sticking. Yeah, definitely not strong enough here. I didn't change it over, but I don't think it's going to matter much from the looks of that. Yeah, so other than labs, what should be my main focus for making this a stronger build? Permanent Chronofield and Chronofield Plus, but then I don't want to use stones on it as of yet. I'm just thinking like, because Perma Chronofield would also be better for me as well. Anyway, cards, getting more card slots. Yeah, I suppose that would probably be. I mean, that's my plan. After I've got my last module that I want, I'm gonna focus on doing cards. like extra cards. I suppose that's going to increase my potential. Thermochronofield, Demon Mode plus, damage plus, yeah. And 18 cards. I think I'm going to stop clicking damage because I actually do more damage from the amount of cash that I have. Comparison. Yeah, no. I was curious. It's nowhere near my EHP for this. Probably a weighted there, but hey. I'm not going to survive that long. At least I know. I'm going to put this down to a... Did I do a tier 1 milestone run? Milestone. I know what I meant, but it's not what I said. Ooh, okay. Right, because there are so many... I think it's 32 rolls, so... Dabs, nothing else, right? It's just dabs that I want right now. It'll just be quicker to do the 32 clicks rather than doing it myself. Nope, no dice. Yeah, it was at 450, so gonna get back up to 450 again. At what point do I get back up to 450? I didn't get back up to 450 before Demon Mode ran out. Will I get back up to 450 before I die, though? That's the biggest question. How did I live that time? That doesn't make sense. Whatever. I think I had a premature death from the looks of that. I think I'll do a tier 4 run. Oh, in fact, actually, I feel like a tier 3 run would probably be a good one to go into. Almost at the point where I can get the 4th lab. Oh, in fact. There we go, 40 waves. Terrible. So now back into my farming, and then farming. Imagine if I forgot to equip this back on, that would be painful. And I need to put this one back on. And then still not enough. Golden bot's still going. Lab coin discount. Yeah, I need to run a farming run because I am half tempted to try and run another tier 14 farming run now that I've got my second wind. Like comes back every 400 waves, but I don't know if it's still going to be good enough. Have I forgotten anything? That's that. I think that's everything. Didn't change that. I didn't change that. In fact, I think so. Clicking on the wrong thing. I'm wanting this one. That's perk first. That's perk. I was going to try it out as perks, and then we'll try tier 13. Let's go. and make sure to turn this back on because I've been doing those runs. And then there we go. So yeah, that's everything anyway. So I think we're at the point where we'll wrap up and just see. I'll double check. I don't think I'm off Wednesday, so I won't be able to do tournament next Wednesday. But I'll definitely let everyone know when I'm going to be doing my next tournament stream. And I've got videos planned like every day for almost a month now, so at least I'll be releasing plenty of content. Remember, a strong economy is recommended before transitioning more into glass cannon to afford the masteries and enhancements. Well, that's the thing, right? I'm still not at the point. I want to get to earning 1 large cube per day. At the moment, I'm not there. I'm getting close. Well, I say I'm close. I'm at like 500 ball cube per day at this point. But I've just done an increase on it, like 20% increase. Still got labs going in my econ. I'm actually a bit more organized with my labs. So I've got 1 econ, 2 health. I'm currently pushing health regen because I want to try and get that done out of the way. Then shatter shards and lab coins. It's a little bit more structured than it used to be. I just kind of threw things in randomly, but it's better now. Yeah, so that's everything. Thank you all for tuning in. It's been a pleasure. I hope to see you next time. And just making sure, I was like, am I missing something there? But no, I'm not. In fact, one thing that I'm going to do, just because I can, is usually I wait until I've got 200, but it really doesn't matter. We're just going to see if we can pull that last module that I want on the stream, because the last time I did it whilst recording, I got the one that I wanted and it was amazing, but no, not this time. Right, there we go. So thank you all for tuning in. Hope you enjoy the rest of your days or your evenings, whatever time it is for you all. And I'll see you next time. Ciao for now. Hopefully next time I'll be like actually back to normal voice and not have a cold. So see you all. Ciao for now.